Hello, welcome to Work Life Matters by DEEN. The topic for this particular session is building relationships. I am Dean Agbola Ibrahim. I am the counselor for this session. I am an author, a mathematician, a poet, artist. I'm a US trained management consultant. I was the former head of production management at the Nigerian Institute of Management, Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. Presently, I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Onyx Associates. I start this counseling session with a quotation from one of my books. It says, if you are not useful when you are here, you will not be missed when you are gone. Reflect on it. What I'm just trying to say here is that in relationships, we should add value. When you add value, you will be missed. Why? Because you are contributing something useful to the relationships. So, if you are not useful when you are here, you will not be missed when you are gone. It's like an account. If the account has a lot of deposit, it's valuable. If it doesn't, it's a poor account. In order to be able to do these things properly, we have to have a balance. This is one of my drawings. Reflect on it. We can see something like balance. You can see something like art. You can see head. Okay, the one on top is not balanced. Why? Because the heart is heavier than the head. The one in the middle is not balanced because his head is heavier than the heart. It is the one at the bottom that is balanced. In a relationship, you must maintain balance between head and heart. Head is for logic, heart is for emotions, facts, evidence. Those are in the head. Feelings, opinions, those are the heart. These two must be balanced continuously in a relationship. A relationship is something you build. You have to build it. It's like building a house. Why? You contribute something of value. Sometimes you withdraw, maybe due to hunger. But if your contributions is higher than your withdrawal, it is better. And you have to do it skillfully. That's why we talk about human relation skills. How you are going to be able to deal with your teacher, your superior, your subordinates, your colleagues, your visitors, your customers, your supplier, your contractors, your regulators, your students, your teachers, your wife, your husbands. This is about work and life. And you are dealing with human beings. You must be skillful when you are dealing with human beings. Human beings are different. Some, they want things fast. Some, they want it slow. Some, they deal with people. Some, they don't want people around them. Some are mobile. Some are sedentary. If you put a mobile person in a job that requires being sedentary, there will be a problem. It won't be on seat. It's always moving around. So some people like to move around. Some people like to sit in one place. We are different. Some are social. Some are solitary. So you have to know the person you are dealing with. Whether it's your husband, your wife, your children. Know yourself. Know the person you are dealing with. Recognize, like I said in the beginning, that relationship is like opening an account. First time I meet you, we open an account. If I do something that has value, I am depositing. If I do something that you consider to devalue, I'm withdrawing. I always carry a balance forward. So deposits are helpful, withdrawals are unhelpful. A balance is being carried forward. If I meet you 20 years from now, what you will recall is the balance. And the way we build relationship is you work hard on trust. Between you and your lecturer, between you and your spouse, Between you and your customer, you must work hard on trust and trust. Don't tell lies. Once you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Once you tell a lie, you have to remember the lie so that you don't contradict the lie. So build trust and trust. Be reliable. Don't promise what you cannot deliver. Deliver whatever you have promised. Be responsive. When you are building the relationship and somebody says, I don't like this, responsiveness is look at it, see whether you have to change. Respond to feedback. So, and trust, don't tell lies. Be responsive. Watch out for stimulations. It's like stimulus response. Somebody is telling you, I don't want this type of color. Respond. Your superior says he wants you to be clean. Respond. See, you came late yesterday. Please try and keep time. Respond. And trust, response. And anything that comes out of your hand, let it be quality. As a wife, if you are cooking, cook very good food. As a secretary, if you are typing, type very good. Type well. And have empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of the other person. Supposing you are the other person, how will you feel if you are treated the way you are treating that person? Always apply what is called turnaround empathy. Supposing you are that person, will you like to be treated the way you are treating the person? Look at this illustration. This is one of my drawings. Here you can see lack of empathy being illustrated. On the left side, you can see the people who are wrong. Why? Because they are in their home, watching TV, relaxing. Because there is no light. Their screen is powered by a generator. And the generator is making noise. And you can see this film that will not allow their neighbor to sleep. Yes, we know they have taken light away, but lack of empathy is the one that says, why do you position your generator so far away from you so that you can be comfortable? And you are causing discomfort for your neighbor. So in relationship, if you lack empathy, you are withdrawing from your account. And when you are withdrawing from your account, on the long run, you will not be missed when you are gone. Imagine when the generator fails to work. That person who cannot sleep will be thanking God. Say, thank God. You try to start the generator, it starts, it won't start. He's praying, may it not start. May it not start. Because lack of empathy can generate ill will. And what you prefer to have in life, in relationship, is goodwill. So, trust, responsiveness, quality output, and what? Empathy. Empathy is important in relationship. So know yourself, control yourself. Be in charge. Be in charge. You are the driver in your own life. Know yourself, be in charge. Control yourself. Know the other person you are interacting with and try to build relationship with that person on the basis of trust, responsiveness, quality output, and what? Empathy. Balance logic with facts. Logic, facts, evidence. Balance it with emotion. Don't let emotion override logic. We have seen cases of traditional ruler who lost it. Why? Because emotion overrode logic. And we saw the ambassador who beat his wife. We saw traditional ruler beating his wife in public. We saw a policeman who was so angry, he took a gun and was beating everybody in the hospital because his child died. Why? Emotion has overridden logic. So please, at times when emotions are high, whether it's happiness, be careful. We've seen superiors who, when they are very happy, when their girlfriends are around, subordinates bring their overtime claims. And because they are high, happy, the feelings are high. Is that your overtime claim? You just signs it. So he signs it without looking at it, without looking at the facts, without looking at the evidence. So in relationship, balance is very, very important. Somebody who has gone through counseling in this matter, we say, oh, is that your overtime claim? Okay, put it on the table. I will look at it later. Why? Because I know my emotions are very high now. The same thing when you are very sad. So feelings, sadness, anger, glad when you are glad, and when you are scared. These are some of the basic feelings we have as human beings. When they are very high, they can block logic. So in relationship, balance logic with emotion. See, I think it's important in relationship for you to call people by the names they want to be called, including their title, correct spelling of names, correct spelling of name, pronunciation of name. Don't forget. Don't play with it. Don't say, oh no, you are not an. If he says I'm allergic, call the person allergic. If you say I'm doctor, call say doctor. Watch the way people sign their names in documents. They sign off and say doctor, chief engineer, put it, titles, spelling, names, very, very sensitive in interpersonal relationship. Give very good impression of yourself. First impression is very important. Be consistent, and last impression is very, very important. Remember, you will never have a second chance for a first impression. Care, respect, have a sense of humor, manage anger, listen. If God wanted you to talk twice as much as listen, what would you have done? He would have given you 2 mouths and 1 ear. God wants you to listen more than talk. That's why he has given you 1 mouth and 2 ears. In this world, we have to listen with our heart, we have to listen with our eyes, and we have to listen with our ears. 3 things you need to listen. Your eyes, so that you can read body language. Your heart, so that you are present. And your ears, so that you can hear. So hearing is not listening. Listening is when you did those 3 things together. And then gratitude. When people do things that are good, all these help to deposit name, good impression, caring for the other person, showing respect for yourself and for others, having sense of humor, managing anger, listening, and showing gratitude. If you do this, you are depositing into the account. So I'm summarizing good human relations with G, grit, O, own up when you are wrong. Don't pass the buck. Own up. O, offer explanations, offer suggestions. In relationship, you deposit by offering suggestions. Offer explanation. Oh, this is why I did this. And D, do not lose your tempers habitually. You can have controlled anger. It's different from losing it. H, help others. Contribute, help. Be helpful in relationship. You use awareness that you know yourself, you know the other person, to fight ignorance, to fight poverty, to fight corruption. The M, mutual trust, mutual empathy, mutual responsiveness. We always help. It must be mutual. That I am handing trust, you are handing trust. So both of us, we are mutually handing trust in the relation. When the trust is there, you don't have to be hiding. Where do I close this file so that you will not see? Where would I hide this? You can imagine you are having a roommate and you don't trust the person, or you have a wife, you don't trust the wife, or you have husband and you are hiding your money. Sometimes you will forget where you are going to put it because where they don't put it the last time. So it must be mutual. Then A, accept when you are wrong. Accept supportive win-win approach as the right style. The win-win approach, accept it as the right style. And note the importance of the right name. Like I said earlier on, the right spelling of name, the right pronunciation of name, the right title attached to it. Note it. It's very, very important in human relation. Remember, that's R. Remember that each person is what? Important. Who is the most important person in this life? It is you. You. So remember that's how that person is feeling as he's going around there. So remember that each person is important. And he wants to be treated as is important. If I come to your place and I'm a customer, and you call me and say, oh, DEEN Agbola Ibrahim, you remember my name? I feel important. So remember that each person wants to feel important, wants to be treated as being important. Establish one-to-one relationship because of individual differences. Don't lump them together and say, they are all ignorant, or they are all useless, or they don't want to work. Each person is different. So develop, establish one-to-one relationship. You must like people. You must listen. So listen. Attempt to make people laugh, to make people happy around you. It's very, very, always make that attempt that yes, it is nice to be around me. It's good in human relations. So like people, attempt to make people happy. Take a firm, fair, and friendly approach. That's T now. Take a firm, fair, and friendly approach in every relationship. Improve your personal management skills continuously. You must never stop improving. And offer constructive contributions. Offer constructive criticisms if you have to. And never criticize destructively. That's your aim. And finally, strive consistently for improvement. There is always a better way of doing things. So recall, the key thing about relationship is balance. Emotion, logic. The one on top, like I said in the beginning, is what? Imbalance. Why? Emotions are too high and you can do things that you will regret. The second one, the second level, logic is too high. You are looking for evidence. You're let's be thorough, let's be. And people are saying, why is this man taking this so much? You may have to do it in some situation, but please, if it is extreme again, it's imbalance. Generally, you should always think about balancing logic with emotion. I wish you well. Thank you for your patience.